Good morning, Motor Cars. Today is Monday, April 25th. Boy, I hope everyone had a great weekend because the weather sure was super. Anyway, this day in history. 1901, New York became the first state to require license plates on cars. 1944, no, 1945, delegates met in San Francisco to organize the United Nations. 1959, the St. Lawrence Seaway opened to shipping. Uh, Thought for the day. We did this a couple weeks ago. Empowerment. The first employee that calls me who used their empowerment to save us from losing a customer because of something we did wrong or they perceive we did wrong, I would give them $50. And I'm glad to say RJ did it that same day, and I gave him his $50. So great job, RJ. Let's talk about 5 things that we can do when we approach a guest. First, smile. It's the easiest thing we can do to tell a customer, thanks for coming to Motor Cars. Wave. Hey, this shows that we welcome to our dealership. Greet them by name or, hello, how are you doing today? That's why we have the valets have the headsets. And their job is when a customer comes in, they recognize the license plate and they notify the other valets and the service advisors that Mr. Smith is here. Our goal is that 3 people will greet the customer by name, because the more people that say greet them by name, the more comfortable they're going to be with coming here, because it's like going to the neighborhood bar. Everybody knows you. Also, it's important that service advisors are listening to it and they're going out and greeting the customer by name. And the salesman, you're notified by the CRM that you have Mr. Smith coming in at 10 o'clock on Monday, so please, go upstairs and take a couple minutes and greet him by name. Also, we want to make sure that when a customer leaves, we have at least 3 people that greet the customer by name and tell them, most important, thanks for the business. Next, run, if appropriate, because this shows respect for their time. Valets, you should always be running. If you go to Ritz-Carlton, you see the valets are always running. That's because it shows that you respect people's time. But also the service advisors can run to the car. The salespeople, when the customer, when you're going out to get a car, run. And I said the more we do that, that does show the customer we respect their time. And time is the most valuable commodity that most people cherish. All right, last, thank them for the business. Everybody should be thanking customers for the business, because we do thank them. Without it, we're not in business. No birthdays, anniversaries, upcoming events. The Burt Weiss Award, we're still getting some more nomination for that, and so we'll hopefully have that picked out by the end of the week, and we'll be announcing it probably the end of May. The Burt Weiss Award is for somebody that shows honesty, outstanding customer service, and constantly observing ways to improve motor cars. We've had 3 winners in the past: Burt, Mike Driscoll, and Chuck Lamb. So who's the person going to be this year? Please, any nominations you can send to me or Matt or Trevor. The CADA Scholarship Program. Last year, over 50 students received $2,500 each to help them pay for their college tuition. So if you have any, your kids in college, please take advantage of this. It's a great opportunity to save a little money. We must have all the required material no later than May 13th. If you have any questions, get a hold of Debbie Householder. I notice we haven't had very good notice about this, but I am planning on Thursday having a soup cook-off. And so please bring your soup recipe. I'm going to have mine, and there'll be some nice prizes as usual. So please have some soup, have it up in the conference room at Toyota by 11:30 on Thursday the 28th. Delivery bays, man, they're making great progress there. They got the roof already on, the steel's up, and shortly the windows will be going on. That's going to be done by note and before July 1st, which was our anticipated deadline. So that's coming fast. The assembly line, well, it's operational today, and you'll see cars going down it. They made good progress, but now the hard part of it is to get it to work the way that we've envisioned it, and we'll be working on that. Keith's doing a great job with the program. John's getting involved with with Keith on that, and they're working out the little nitty-gritty things. But we'll be working on that probably for a couple of months, and I'd like to have the first customers going down the assembly line probably by the 1st of July, because I want to make sure everything is going just perfect. And like I said, Keith's doing a great job with the program for that. Body shop moved to the Pontiac. Well, we're still planning to go ahead with that, and depending on when we can get the paint booths and get the work done, but we're still talking, first part of summer. Mobility, they've moved up to First Choice, and it really looks nice up there. So if you got a couple of minutes, please go up there and take a look around, say hi to everybody up there, but it looks great. Heroes for the day. Valets at Toyota. Dave, one of the service advisors, came in my office and said, Chuck, a customer wants to speak to you in the lounge. Well, and you hear those, you either get your head whacked or you're going to get patted on the back. And luckily, this was a pat on the back. The customer told me that they had their 3 grandchildren staying at their house, and she went to take them out, and she noticed that the low air light was on, and she was afraid that she drove the car with the grandchildren, it wouldn't be safe, and she was very concerned. So she called Dave. Dave did exactly like he should have. He got her in right away, and when she came in, she was greeted by a valet with a smile on his face, and she said that was unbelievable. And as you pulled the car through and went through the process, another valet came up and gave each of her grandchildren a teddy bear, and she said she was blown away by that. Then the service she got was quick and fast, and she thought we were amazing. And then a couple months later, she came in for a 5,000-mile checkup and contacted Dave. And again, he got her in. This time, she was greeted by name by the valet, and she said, "I was blown away. I felt like I was home." And she said everybody there treated her fantastic, and she had a great service. Again, it goes back to the 5 things we said before: smile, wave, tell the people, greet them by name. If not, how are you doing today? And the more people who can do that, the more the person is going to feel comfortable with us, and that's what happened with her. Anyway, to the valets. Next, the body shop. Everybody in the body shop. They got Honda and Toyota certified for ICAR. And this is gold class body shop repair facility. Great honor. Very few body shops in Cleveland have this honor, only a couple. And so that's a great job, guys. That's something we're proud of. And we're going to take that to our new building down the street and have that on the signs all over the place. And it'll be something we can be proud of. So great job. Next. This is a letter that was sent to Adam at the car wash down in Brunswick. It's a little hard to read, but I'm going to read it because I think it's just the comments that are made by the customer. Is everything we just talked about. New customer, just want to let you know that I tried out your car wash a couple days ago, and here are my thoughts on the whole experience. When I first approached the pay stations, I was looking at the pricing and thought it was a little higher than I expected. I'm used to getting my truck washed at a full service center in North Olmsted, where I used to live, and was extremely satisfied. So the price for the ultimate package was surprising, a little high. So I got the $6 exterior wash. An attendant approached me and said, "Hi, how are you doing this morning?" What? Actually, I had an attendant approach me and ask me how I was doing this morning, not knowing the stress my fiance and I are going through because we are just in the process of moving from North Olmsted to Brunswick. I'm trying to get settled. This interaction was definitely getting off to a good start. Then he gave me a flyer on the pricing, and as I approached the tracks, I explained that I was new in the area and I wanted to try the facility out. The gentleman told me he was going to give me a complimentary upgrade from the basic $6 wash to the ultimate wash valued at $17 for absolutely free as a new customer. Seriously, now I'm scratching my head thinking I thought I had good service in North Olmsted, but this employee-customer interaction has made my day. At this point, the price points are starting to become non-issue because of the experience at this point that I have been part of. So now comes the wash. all the soap and suds, followed by the baseball for Austin photo shining on my vehicle as it was going through. And the drying process, never experienced a spinning towel drying unit. That was absolutely amazing. So when I pulled out of the car wash, I got out of my truck to take a look at it, and the tires were shining brighter than I've ever seen them shine before. No missed spots. I was completely satisfied, above and beyond my expectations. So that $45 a month for Ultimate Wash, yeah, not an issue. All because of that way that the first impression I had when the tenant asked me how my morning was. Exceptional customer service will get you everywhere. Rainforest, I am happy to spend my money here at your service, in your service garage or your car wash. Anyway, with this level of level of professional service, I am definitely going to tell everybody I know. So great job, everybody at Rainforest. So, and that's what we're talking about, guys. It's those basic little things that make a difference. The fish philosophy, be there. And Adam he listened to the customer, tell him that she was new to the area, and then he made her day by giving her a free car wash. So that's what we got to do. Look for those opportunities, and hey, everybody, let's have a great day. Thank